How do you see Bill Belichick using the particular skills of Cam Newton in that offense?
Well, Greeny, while the Patriots haven't had much quarterback turnover over the past 20 years, they have been the most adaptable franchise, I think, really in all of sports in terms of getting the most out of players that others couldn't find maximum value out of. And I think back to a play that I know Mike Reese referenced earlier on in the show, which is Jacoby Brissett, 4 days after becoming the Patriots starting quarterback back in 2016. The Patriots host the Houston Texans on Thursday night. Jacoby Brissett scores on a 27-yard naked bootleg touchdown run. The Texans had no idea that was coming because the Patriots hadn't run something like that in 15 years with Tom Brady as the starting quarterback. It was the longest quarterback touchdown run for the Patriots in 40 years. What the Patriots are able to do is identify a player's strength, be adaptable, maximize that player. And their offense may not look a lot like what it did last year with Cam Newton as opposed to Tom Brady, but you can bet it will be resourceful and that offensive coordinator Josh McDaniels will be as creative as they come in finding ways to take Cam's game maybe close to the heights we saw earlier on in his career.
Is there any question in your mind he's their starting quarterback from week one?
I know Schefter led off the show and talked about how you really don't sign a player like Cam Newton with a chance to earn $7.5 million to be the backup, and I agree with that sentiment. There will be a competition. They'll call it as such, but Cam Newton, I do project to be the starter pretty much the moment he shows up on the practice field here in New England.
I have been calling for this for a while also just because it made sense. And so many people said to me, Greeny, they're so invested in Jarrett Stidham. They believe so much in Jarrett Stidham. I feel so vindicated by this today. Schefter, let me ask you, however, because I do believe that they like Jarrett Stidham and that Belichick may believe that Stidham is the quarterback of his future. I don't know that, but I don't dispute it. Where does this leave Jarrett Stidham?
Well, it leaves him. They're going to go into camp, and they're going to say it's an open competition for the starting job. New England's not one to just hand out starting jobs before camp begins. So it'll be an open competition. But I think everybody recognizes that if Cam is healthy, and he hasn't taken his physical yet for the Patriots, he hasn't signed the contract yet for the Patriots, but if he's healthy, he is the favorite to get that starting job. Hard to imagine he doesn't win it. Jarrett Stidham is a guy, again, they have on the rookie contract. So they got all these quarterbacks together. Together, they're not paying him very much. Why not take that chance on Cam? I think they view Stidham as part of their future, but they got Cam on a one-year deal right now, Greeny.
Go ahead, Nick. You look like you have something.
No, I'm just surprised that we are, I'm excited about moving forward to projecting, but I'm surprised that we haven't discussed why Cam didn't end up other places, because I understand that this seems like a smart choice, and New England has built up a lot of goodwill amongst most players in the league where you think New England will take care of you. But for a couple $1 million, 31 other teams in the league should have been offering Cam Newton a job, even if it's just for a backup. So I'm shocked that Bill Belichick finds himself in this lucky situation once again to grab one of these veteran guys late into their career.
And Nick, Cam didn't have interest elsewhere. That's why. Period.
I don't believe that.
I don't the most interest.
I don't think they knew. Maybe the other teams didn't know what Cam was willing to play for, because there's no way that these other teams wouldn't be realistically considering Cam Newton at this point.
Maybe it's a situation where he looked at it and said, I can go there and play. Like, there aren't too many places. Nick, you're talking about being a backup. It's one thing to take less money and sit. It's another thing to take less money and Tim Hasselbeck be able to prove I'm still Cam Newton and next year get that $30 million contract he wants.
Yeah, where's the landing spot? Like, that ends up being the problem. Where's the landing spot? Look at all these teams that maybe have unproven second-year quarterbacks. New England was certainly one of them. You can look at the Broncos. The Broncos aren't interested in that. They kind of believe in Drew Lock. You look at what happened in Jacksonville with somebody like Minshew. Like, I think they felt like there was enough promise, and you have a promising young quarterback on a rookie deal. Like, where is that situation where Cam knows, like, hey, wait a second, I'm not competing with a former first rounder to be the starter. I'm going in competing with a late fourth rounder to be the starting quarterback. It was really kind of the last available chair.
Right. We've been saying all along, it made sense for New England, it made sense for Cam, and now here they are. They're together.